All right, best sound settings for Warzone on PC. This does not apply to console players. Sorry, it's too bad. But for PC, I found actually I went old school and I found something that really helps. And what I'm talking about here is really being able to hear enemies and hear footsteps. That's kind of what we're getting at here. Um, all right, so what I found was that the best thing to do is actually get a splitter and then plug it into the back of the PC. And because I think what that does is here's your splitter. This is what I'm talking about. But I'll link one up if you promise to subscribe. Right, I'll link it up for Amazon. But and then you want to plug it into the back of your PC right here. The red is for the mic and the green is for the headphones. I think what that does is it plugs directly into the sound card, so you're going to get higher quality audio, as well as some more options. All right, and then once you do that, newer PCs you can plug them. They have jacks on the top, but I still think that I've done tests on this. It's just you plug it directly into the sound card and it's better. All right, and then what you do is after you plug that in, you get the splitter. You're gonna want if you're on Windows 10 and Windows 11. Well, you'll see this speaker icon on Windows 10. You're gonna right. Well, both of them you'll right click, but on Windows 10, I think it says Properties is what you're looking for. But on Windows 11, they kind of bury it under some menus. On Windows 11, you'll want to go down to More Sound Settings. And then if you're on Windows 10, just try to get to the screen, right? But you'll see here, here's my audio, and it's just it doesn't actually have Logitech, and it doesn't register as Logitech headphones. I think that's because it's registered as the sound card, right? And so you'll want to open the properties up here. There's nothing really under general that you need to worry about. Levels, you can play around with the volume. Mine by default was set to 67, I think. So you might have to turn that up. But really, what you want to look at is enhancement and advance. Okay. And so when you go to advanced, you'll see these options. Now, I've seen several videos that are pretty popular saying you want to enable loudness, go to settings, and set this on short. All right, I find that sound to be absolute garbage. I think it's terrible. It's like you're in a fishbowl. It's like there's echoing of everything. It like I think it enhances all the sound, which is probably great for music, not so much Warzone. Like I think the best thing to do is disable all these, hit apply, right? And then you can listen for yourself. You can also test these out yourself. I think the best thing to do would be to go into a Resurgence game or a Warzone, probably a Resurgence game because there's more action, right? And then you can go through every one of these. You can select bass boost, look at the settings, you can change the settings, hit OK, and then apply and see what it sounds like. And if you don't like it, you can move on to something else or change some other settings, right? But I think it's just best bare bones. It's a nice, crisp, flat sound. And I think that's what everybody's looking for because footsteps and opponent movement, that sound gets covered by the sound of a chest that's echoing. And because people have all these enhancements on, right? So I think it's best to remove all that. Okay. And then you'll hit OK when you we'll go to advanced. Actually, advanced, yeah, too. You want to see these are something you want to try out for yourself. The best sound that I get, the best quality sound right now, anyways, in my testing is 24-bit, 192,000 hertz. Um, Again, you can just spectate somebody in Warzone, right, and then go through everyone and see which one sounds the best. All right, we're gonna cancel that, and then so you get out of here, and you can go to you can go to your sound settings, right? Um, you go to advanced settings. Here you can change, make sure your volume's all up to date. We can go back, back, and then volume mixer. You can look at this and make sure everything's 100%. Also, this is like super obvious, but I'm an idiot, right? And I played Warzone 1 Verdanski in mono sound, like complete stereo. I think there was I had no distinction between left and right sounds coming from the left and right, and so you need to go to your headphone software. Mine happens to be Logitech, and it won't register here because it's plugged into the sound card. But you'd have to turn on surround sound. And when you have these on, all these settings on, it does a really good job of identifying what sounds are coming from the front, the back, the left, and the right. Not so much above you and below you, but at least in front of you and behind you. It does a really good job. All right, so those are the settings. Try them out. Let me know what you think. If you found value, do me a favor, subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel off the ground here, and yeah, I hope it helps, man. The audio is just, I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks it is. I just think you need to dial in these settings. I think everyone has like a lot of enhancements on. Like people are talking about putting bass boost on. I don't think you want bass boost at all, right? Like you want to be able to hear. You don't want other sounds to muffle the sounds that your opponents make. So I think you'll notice that the flat crisp sound works the best. All right, all right. Good luck. Catch that dub. See you around.